And Nexus versus CJ enters Frost, surely going to be a spectacle to behold. We've seen how strong a Nexus have been, or not seen them as the case has been. That's why we kind of switched the schedule up here a little bit, so that a Nexus could get some time on the mainstream, and they certainly, so far today, have deserved that position as well. Question is, Jason, level 1, we have grabs from both sides. Are we going to see any action?
We better see some action here. If you have a Blitzcrank and a Thresh, you gotta go for it. And it looks like Nexus is gonna be the ones to actually do that. And while they go ahead and move into position really quick, we have Exatus actually taking 14 flat armor or spell pen in the top lane against Shy. And then we also have the 6% lifesteal on Woong, which is, you know, we've seen actually, I think Genja is the only other one that's run those lifesteal quints.
Yeah, we've been seeing quite a lot from him that, as we are seeing him actually stood on top of a ward. This could get very, very interesting, especially if Nexus don't put a ward themselves over that top side. And actually they're going to go here for the invade. Will they be able to pull anyone off here with Erotic? Ward goes down by the Wraith and they back off.
Not trying to give away any sort of lead. I actually really wish I was watching the games earlier from Nexus, because we saw them play at Intel Extreme Masters Brazil. They played decently well, but we weren't super impressed like we were from them when they were in Singapore. So I'm kind of curious to see how this time has actually worked out for them in terms of training.
Well, I'd say the results so far show us that they have, in fact, been training a hell of a lot. And I'd suppose them and Pain were the teams that everyone really thought were not going to do well this tournament, because when they were looking at the non-LCS European teams, they were saying Millennium. Well, okay, they might do well. NYM, they might do well as well, but no one really was talking about a Nexus coming into this. But my God, what a start they've had so far, taking down SK Telecom, and Meet Your Makers up until now. But this is most definitely their sternest test.
Interesting. They're actually sending some of our top lane with this Diana. And it looks like we will have, actually, yeah, we're going to have support AD carry in the mid lane for Nexus, and then at least going down towards that bottom lane. So this should really catch them off guard here. I'm curious, though, how well Diana can do in a 1v2 lane. Oh, never mind. Not going to matter anyways. We do have Kazakh heading up towards this top lane.
Yeah, the AD carry of Woong with his support Mad Life will also come down towards this middle lane. So bit of a mix-up here at the start of things. Well, opens up some very interesting play. And Nexus headed over towards the blue buff, but sadly enough for them, are they going to be able to do it?
Well, they might be able to, though. Vi is coming in. Cloud Templar doesn't have those wolves to take. He actually might spot it here. And I'm not sure if they can take it that quick. They do have the AD carry support in the mid lane. And Joe, this is going to be very bad for a Nexus.
Oh, or could be. Cloud Templar coming in there. Is the exhaust down? Flash away, but the knockup came in. Pull back from Blitzcrank. Templar is very low. First blood goes over to Overpower. And he will get that red buff reset for him. And they're going to have the blue buff away.
And when I say it could be bad for Nexus, actually worked out really well for them. Pick up that first blood, get it over to their jungler. As in the top lane, we do see Silver getting very low, as we do see a 3-man kick on this river.
Oh, Erotic could be in trouble here as well. The pull comes in, not quite grabbing Woong. As Varus did come in from that top side as well, so no kills after that initial first blood, but a very important one. That's going to give Xinjiao a big boost in the jungle.
Yeah, it really would. Not to mention, he did steal away the red buff from Cloud Templar, though he's waiting around trying to go for this blue yet again, and he actually might get trapped as Mad Life's coming around from behind him. And Templar, they actually might pincher him.
Yeah, here we go. This could be bad news. Is the hook going to land onto him? Overpower taking a decent bit of damage here. And they're just auto-attacking him for now. They're going to wait for the hook. There is the hook coming out of Mad Life. What a play. He waited so patiently for that one to happen. And it works out brilliantly. And the red buff goes back over to Cloud Templar.
So great job by Mad Life right there. He waited just long enough because he knew that Overpower was trying to flash out of that Dragon Pit. Wait for that right moment, locked him down. And you can't really, I mean, he did get first blood, so he's still doing all right, but you can't really afford to lose those double buffs in this game.
Yeah, a very interesting start between the two junglers, and like you said, after getting that advantage, may have been wiser to just back away and, you know, live with the advantage that you've got yourselves from that one. At this point, the blue buff hasn't been taken, of course, from a Nexus. That is still on its spawn at this stage. So let's see how these next few minutes develop. Right now, though, 1-1, gold pretty much bang on even.
And I kind of want to actually look at this top lane as we do see Rapstar chasing down Diana, and we were wondering how well Diana would do against this, and not doing too well so far, though. Rapstar is currently out of this mana. He's going to have to buy that tier fairly shortly, and Celavar, I mean, if he builds that Seeker's Arm Guard, he's going to have a pretty easy time, as we do have Cloud Templar coming around for a gank, but Overpower is pretty much coming in for a counter.
Yeah, Overpower at the Tribush right now. If they do this quickly here, CJ Frost, they could actually end up getting killed. Vault Breaker will be dodged by Celavar. Can they get any more? No. They will back away. Frost knowing that they probably can't fight it either. No kills in top lane.
Interesting there. And in mid lane, It's kind of funny. Oh, it's actually worked out really well for Thresh and Ezreal, because Ezreal is pretty much the counter to Blitzcrank in lane S. Oh, we do see actually Arkel getting caught.
Yeah, grab coming in there. Have they got the damage to finish off? Madlife actually taking a lot of hits himself. Here comes Xinjiao from the side as well. The pull will grab Madlife in, but the rest of the team not really reacting to that one. I think that was some miscommunication from a Nexus' side. They could have probably got that kill.
And that's something you can't really afford to happen or allow to happen against CJ Frost. They're going to take advantage of that in every way possible. They easily could have had that kill over to Madlife, though he did have that flash available. And I kind of wanted to talk about the bot lane a little bit, because Zaz is actually doing a really good job so far on Shy. That flat magic pen he's using is really working out for him. It's really eating through that MR that Shy is going to build up.
Yep, currently it's 28 to 19 CS, so nice little lead building for Zaz. Obviously, when Singe gets stronger into that kind of cocky position that a Singe always gets to, he's going to be going past the tower.
You're saying that with a smile on your face.
Yeah, I just love doing it myself, so I know that it must be even more satisfying to do it at this level of play and completely destroy those waves of minions. So we'll have to see how that one all works out. Right now, it looks like Varus and Blitzcrank are going to be headed top side to go up against Kha'Zix. I wonder if we're going to see that switch over once again.
Oh, Silver actually gets caught in the mid lane.
Oh, this could be really bad. The exhaust is down. Celeber going very, very low. Xinjiao going to come in here, but Celeber's going to drop. Can he get the kill onto Madlife? Flash over the top. Overpower's going to follow him in. And that will actually be Celeber that got it in the end, the kill with the ignite down. Woong in trouble. He will flash away. A crazy, crazy battle here in mid lane.
At least Salvar was able to get a kill, because he's so far behind in CS. He was dominating that top lane, 19 to 42 at this point. They did that lane swap just to make sure he could have some sort of CS, since Rapstar was pretty much zoning him. As you see at the bot lane, Shy was able to push that lane back up, and actually he was poising for a second to dive into the turret.
There is the cocky area of play where Singer's like, yep, I'm strong enough now, I'm fast enough with the boots on, I'm just going to get rid of all these minion waves. But he's in the jungle here. This could be really dangerous as Overpower not wanting to face check. There is Celeber going to get in onto Shy. He flings him against the wall, pulls him back in. Overpower going to get in there for the knock up. Can he? Not quite. Actually, there was a flash from Elise who's going to repel over to that side. Here comes Templar from the side though. Surely going to be able to finish off, get stunned up in the end. Can he get the finishing touch on this one? Maybe not, but Rapid Star's coming in. The jump comes around. The void spikes miss.
Just missed barely. Actually, well, they didn't. Well, okay, yeah. They technically did miss in the end, but it's because of the Spiderlings out of Xaxis that saved his life right there. They ate the void spike instead, and he gets away after a little bit of a risky play. We do have Templar taking away the red buff from a Nexus, so he's giving them a little bit of a taste of their own medicine. And Joe, that was such a close fight right there.
200 gold the difference separating out these two teams. Frost, you know, they're not in a bad position in the group. That would be a wrong thing to say. However, a Nexus are the team here with a victory that could go all the way, that could top the group with a victory in this one. So we'll have to see how that one all works out for them.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe in Tokyo Masters Brazil, a Nexus got through off the timebreaker. They didn't actually like win their groups. They just got through off of that.
Yeah, and that's the dangerous thing here, because we have that quarter-final thing. No team really wants to finish in second and third. It's important to get that first place. It means that you've got a day off, pretty much, depending on, we will tomorrow have one semi-final, so it could mean that you have a day off tomorrow and time to watch the games and obviously study for your opponents in the coming matches. But right now we are going to see a lot of action coming into this top lane as the Vault Breaker will land. Actually, it was Assault on Battery that went in there from Temper in the end. He's going to flash in for it. Gets that kill. Arkwell's going to walk away from it, but the rest of the team, you know, they were following in there, and that was a good decision from Arkwell.
That was actually a really good ultimate by him as well. It did lock up Madlife, it locked up Woong as well, and I mean, obviously it didn't save Blitzcrank's life, but still it was good in the in hindsight. And we see Hannah going head-to-head against Kha'Zix in the mid lane yet again, Joe, and the CS lead is going to start going in favor of Rapstar yet again, as Overpower going to take this blue buff away finally.
20 CS is the difference at this point between Kha'Zix and Diana. Kha'Zix already got that brutalizer in, so just doesn't get any better, really, for Celeber in that mid lane at this point. Overpower just come down into the bottom lane for a bit of a gank. He won't have a chance there, as we see Frost invading over towards that blue buff. No wards put down from them, though, so not going to have any vision of that one. And it looks like Frost going to make sure that this blue buff is there. Well, it's not.
Yeah, it did get taken away. And in Nexus, I love how they're actually protecting their own blue as much as possible. They don't have it up just yet. They do have a pink wards down. And actually, luckily for Nexus, they can see the opponent's pink ward, so we'll pick that up in a second as we have that two-man push on the bot lane. But with Kha'Zix and Vi coming around, I'm not sure if they can escape this if they go for it.
Well, Diana started to react to that one as well. They saw Kha'Zix and Vi coming down via those wards. They knew that they needed to back off from it. Singe going to go home as well and spend what he has earned in the last few moments of the game. See what he comes back in with. No magic mantle. But up until now, Frost are the ones that have this early lead. Madlife now going to go over. That blue buff spawning in. They don't have any vision of it, and there's a pink ward inside of this brush, but with 4 men there, there's not really a lot that Nexus are going to be able to do to stop this one. Rapid Start is going to pick up the blue, and Frost walk on out of the jungle.
It's really surprising, because the Nexus invested a pink ward there. They wanted to make sure to secure it for themselves, keep it away from the enemy team, but they didn't make a play off of it. I mean, I can understand, because if Celavar did leave that mid lane, they would have had that 2-man push, probably would have gotten the turret, but in the end, losing their own blue buff, not really ideal.
Oh, Shy and Zazas here having a little bit of an exchange in that bottom lane. Shy just happy to take the farm and then let Zazas get away. Or is he? He's actually running in quite offensive there, just trying to, you know, put his authority on that. And we are going to see the Lamp Gang coming in. There's Assault on Battery. The box goes down. The ultimate comes out of Varus. Arquile is a dead man here. He's used his barrier, which almost kept him in, but that will be a lovely bit of work coming out of Frost. Again, the power of the Lantern showing itself.
That is what is like the best thing about him, is those ganks that you cannot stop. You throw anyone with them that has a slow or some sort of CC, and you saw Cloud Tempo right there, and they're not going to escape. Now Arquile going down. He's able to buy finally. I mean, he's been farming that lane for quite a long time, but losing that turret as well is going to be very bad for Nexus.
Well, Rapid Star there with that blue buff on. You saw him putting as much damage out as he could. Shy will actually use his teleport to come down into this bottom lane. Doesn't want to miss a single minion in this one. And we know why. We saw how effective he was in that last game. I think effective is probably an understatement even by the situation he was in there at the end. So let's have a look down the items then. Seeker's Arm Guard picked up for Diana. Pretty much a necessity at this point in the game, I'd say, that armor against Kha'Zix.
Yeah, very true indeed. And the only thing is that the laning phase is almost over. With that turret being taken, CJ Frost can start grouping up, taking a couple of turrets, maybe even go for the Dragon, which they are starting to ping towards. And looking at the rest of the items, we went for an early Sword Boots on Zazas, and he's going for an Haunting Guys as well, just to stack that penetration, just so he can really deal with Shy. But at this point, with Shy with those Merc Treads, not really going to be too worried about it, but we do have Frost turning around, maybe? And not actually committing to that fight.
Yeah, decided not to go for it. And the fact is, Dragon was there for the taking, and they've got more men on this bottom side. Forcing Xin Zhao away from that one would be a good move, as we are going to see Dragon start off. Actually, Xin Zhao has been focused on, focusing on Kha'Zix at this point. He saw Rapid Star down to half HP, but came back in with the help of the Lantern, and that will be Dragon picked up. And look at this, Arquile being pushed on the top lane by Shy. Can he actually get away from this one? I'm not 100% sure. The ultimate is running from Shy, because he's just trying to stay in front of him at all times, maximizing that poison damage. There is the fling. Arquile being hit by the minions. There is the glue. This is going to be the kill. Ultimate used in the end, but Shy being a boss again.
And Arquile, that was a nice try by him. He's trying to kite just long enough to get his ultimate up, just get some range between him and Shy, but with no real items built up for Singe, that's how strong as you see. Zazas gets caught in the bot lane.
Yeah, there is a pull, and there is the repel.
He's going nowhere.
Away. He's not going anywhere, but in the end, without the hook again, they probably just can't lock him down, to be honest.
And Zazas, he's doing very well for himself so far. He's finally fallen behind in CS of Shy, but this is what Frost does. You know, they finally kill a turret, and they allow Shy to just split push the entire time with that teleport. He gets so farmed, gets so strong, that really no one has an answer for that. And if he stays in that top lane, the Nexus has to send more than one person to stop him. And of course, if you do that, you leave another turret open or vulnerable to be taken.
Woong and Madlife here in the bottom lane. We see the pings coming down. They had a ward inside of that tri-bush, so they knew that Blitzcrank was being joined by Xin Zhao. In the middle lane, Vi is just waiting here for Celavar to make one step too far in towards his position. Erotic going to join in there as well with the Blitzcrank, but he could even be an easy target after that one, as he gets hits through the minions with those Void Spikes, and in the end, Vi decided not going to be worth it.
Yeah, he's got the ultimate up, so if he does want to engage, this pretty much will be a guaranteed kill if him and Kha'Zix hop on the right person. And Joe, we didn't talk too much about, you know, I'm sorry, late game, is that with Vi and Kha'Zix, and not to mention Singe, if Vi goes in, she has that backup. She has that Kha'Zix to leap in. You have Singe to just run around the enemy team, and she won't, you know, be taken down extremely quickly. And not to mention, if you're Arquile, if you're Varus, you're going to be taken down so easy, as he does get caught by Shy again.
And he's like, really, again? Is this going to happen to me all over again? His ultimate is still not up here. Shy going to be running in there. That ultimate is running. There's the Ghost. He's going in for the kill. Arkwell going to get bossed. There's the barrier being used. Shy does not give a monkeys as the Fling comes back in. Poison on him. Shy gets another kill onto Varus. Singed OP. As Overpower actually going to flash in there. He was already slowed from the glue, and guess what? He's chasing through that poison trail, and in the end decides not going to be worth it.
In the meantime, the bot lane, CJ Frost making a push here, and Shy 2-0 now. If Arkel can't deal with him and they can't chase him down, how do they expect to kill him as the game does progress? You have so many high priority targets to kill that Shy, you just can't really afford to go for him, because then you'll have the 4 other people just attacking you and killing you just as easily.
Pretty ridiculous stuff at this point. Frost looking very, very strong. And Nexus unbeaten up until now in the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. And Zazas gets hit with the Void Spikes there. In the meantime, Overpower and Erotic pushing this top turret as well. So it's going to be not quite taken down in the bottom lane there, as Arkwell is coming in to stop that one from happening. But the pushing power that they have with 3 man, plus the immediate danger of that hook coming out, does actually land there onto Arkwell.
Cloud Templar coming down, Joe.
Away.
This could be big here. He has his ultimate available. He has that flash. He has the Thresh there to throw the lantern over the wall. They could easily pick up 2 kills here in a turret if they do decide to go for it.
Well, let's see. Kha'Zix can also jump over.
No.
Can jump over. There's the ultimate coming out. Here comes the push from Frost. They're going to go into Zazas. But Templar gets absolutely destroyed. It was the cocoon that really locked him up. Rapid Star jumps in. Where is Zazas going to land? Blocked out there with a Void Spikes by Arkwell. And Rapid Star finds himself in a very difficult position. Does get the kill onto Zazas. He's going to use that to jump further into the base. But Celiver is chasing him down. He's managed to land there and will finish him off. There's the hook onto Arkwell though. Going to go in. Box is down. Ignite is down. That is a kill. Here comes Singed. Going to run in with that teleport. Flips Overpower back in there. This is going to be another kill. Woong's actually tanking the turret up there, but it will be Woong to get the kill. Here comes Diana from the side. Celiver gets one. Exhaust goes down onto Singed. He's still faster than the entire team as he flips Erotic out of there. He's still alive. The glue goes down. The hook from Fresh may just save him in this one, and they will with the lantern. Amazing from Frost.
And overall, a 3 for 3, and I'm really surprised on Nexus. That was such a great kill on Cloud Templar, and they had the advantage. They finally, got a kill, and they could have backed out, or at least had some people come in quicker, but they overstayed their welcome, ended up trading evenly, ended up losing the turret as well. And Shy, he is such a monster. You can't even stop him, as he almost has that Rod of Ages on. Actually does when he decides to go back. What a great play out of a Nexus to start that fight off, but what an even better play by Frost to follow up with that entire engage.
Well, I mean, it was Frost's fight there. They wanted to get in for that one. The thing is, they handled it perfectly. They stopped Cloud Templar in his tracks with that cocoon. And that's what really started it off nicely for Nexus. They probably shouldn't have lost as many men as they did there in the end, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It leaves us with 3-1 on turrets. 3,400 gold currently is the lead for the Korean side. We have the Dragon coming up in just 40 seconds time. Mad Life has that Oracle to clear out the vision of a Nexus as well. Yeah, that shows that Frost wants to be really aggressive here. They want to take that Dragon, probably start invading the jungle a little bit, not to mention Baron, which, they have a team that could take it at this point, especially with how tanky Shy is. And Nexus needs to bring out something. I mean, they only have 1 pink ward currently on Erotic, and they kind of need to invest in Oracle as well. They can't really afford to let this Dragon go, but they can't afford to go in a 5-on-5 fight as well. Well, right now, they're doing a good job here of hammering away on this turret, and they're actually going to take that one. Frost not able to do anything about it, and actually they may get sandwiched in. Here we go. Erotic taking a lot of damage, but the rest of Frost are coming in onto this. Overpower going to be the first focus. The Varus ultimate is going to lock them up, but here comes Kha'Zix. 1 kill for Rapid Star. Shy comes in as well. Double kill for Rapid Star. Can he get the 3rd one in this one? Cloud Templar going very low. Mad Life is going to die, and that is going to be a double kill for Celiver. Rapid Star will be helped there by Singe, and look at Arkwell. He's got barely any health left on this one. And Zazas going to flip. No, not quite. We see the repel coming in. There's a jump away from Rapid Star. He's just about surviving that one as well. Shy not finished just yet. Well, Arkwell did manage to survive somehow with hardly any health.
And it finishes off in a 3v3 even for both teams. And it's kind of surprising because the Nexus was the one to get caught, and yet they still kept up even with CJ Frost. And Erotic, I mean, we haven't really seen any amazing pulls just yet, but they have that ability to, if they can just pull anyone on the enemy team. they'll have a pretty easy time killing him if they can lock him down with that cocoon. Obviously, Kha'Zix can jump away, so can Ezreal. Vi is the only one that's kind of iffy to pull, where he can just get into the back line of your team and, you know, knock everyone aside with his ulti.
See, I'd even disagree that it was a Nexus who got caught there. There were 2 men from Frost on that corner bush, stood on the top of that ward. So we'll have to see. You know, they came around the corner. They were stood on that top side where Frost actually put that ward down afterwards. And I think that they thought they were going to do better. That's definitely going to be the case in that one as Frost start off the Dragon. But Nexus not going to give this one up for free. It's going to be a 5 versus 5 in there as Overpower going to dive right in onto the middle of them. Here comes Diana, the pull onto Shy. He gets shut down. Boxes in there from Madlife in a position which not perfect for them in my opinion. Did get a couple of slows off, but didn't really have any impact other than that.
The balls that Nexus had on that little engage was insane. I mean, Azazus was sitting at about 3rd life the entire time. Ooh. He said about 3rd life the entire time, and yet they still wanted to go for the engage. They got the pull on Shy and were able to lock him down, and now might be able to pick up this Dragon.
Well, Dragon started. Don't think that Frost are going to give it up just yet, though. Here we go. Ultimate coming out. There's a hook coming down onto Arkwell. The Arcane, the barrage came in there as well. And now Celibate right up there with them. Arkwell actually got the kill onto Madlife. Diana could end up turning around here and going for even more action on towards Woong. Templar chasing in towards Arkwell. Assault and Battery comes in. Here comes Rapid Star. It's Cloud Templar that gets the kill. Well, Rapid Star is with him, but all 4 men from a Nexus. Rapid Star jumps in there again. Does get the kill on release. Couldn't quite get away. Blitzcrank picks up the kill.
And overall, 2 for 2 with Nexus. They did take Dragon. And we saw Rapid Star. He got that kill. He got that reset on his leap, but unfortunately didn't make it over in time. And Erotic now, it looks like he might die.
Well, I'm not sure about that move. He is going to go down. Cloud Templar
Teleport for Shy coming in.
Going to go down here as well. Diana picks up that kill. Sullivan now, where's his focus going to come in? Shy going to flip him in. Double kill comes down for Ezreal. And now Overpower's got a real problem on his hands. He's going to be running away from them, but Shy, is he going to chase? No, he decides he'll leave that one alone. Oh, does he? Does he? I mean, that bottom...
He's chasing versus pick CSing. He's like, you know what? I want those minions over the kill. But he's doing very well. 165 CS highest in the game at this point. He has a 40 CS lead over his counterpart, and his utility's been very helpless entire game. The slows, the flips. He was able to save Woong there as Overpower's trying to go for the kill, and
they probably could have gone in for that one. On the way out, Woong actually just picking up that last little lizard. Every little bit helps going through. And Shy just leaving that poison on. No need to turn it off, to be honest.
Oh, stacking that tier up as well. Actually, well, if I say stack, it's already stacked up fully, as he's going for that.
If it's not done after that amount of time, then he's been doing something wrong there. He's going to be, of course, stacked up fully. Where's he going to be going in next to buy? He's sat on 1,200 gold at this stage.
Yeah, so he has that Archangel staff. Will Service Embrace when he does go back and buy. But will he go for the death cap again? That's what I'm curious about, Joe.
Well, it's very possible, isn't it? I mean, we saw him in that last game, thought he was going Zhonya's, he's like, nope, I want the death cap. Needs all that damage, 700 AP with the Baron buff he had on by the end of it, so pretty ridiculous stuff. Right now he's 3-1-3, so getting up to that scary position that we saw him in there before. Other items on the board, Bloodthirster for both AD carries. Ezreal got the Static Shiv in there as well, a Bloodthirster Brutalizer for Kha'Zix, Locket of the Iron Solari for Vias. Erotic may get caught out here. Are we going to see? Nope, the hook didn't come out onto Erotic. But yeah, for Vi, that Locket is in there, already got the Giant's Belt as well. Diana, Abyssal Scepter, we've got the Leandris on Elise plus a Giant's Belt as well as we get a pause in from a Nexus.
Yeah, I actually really like the Leandris on Azazus. If he gets that Rise Crystal Scepter built up as well, he's going to have a nice little bit of CC for his team with the slows. He'll keep Shy away from Arkel and let him to be able to sit back and do damage. Unfortunately for Arkel, though, Woong is very far ahead in his build at this point with that Static Shiv.
Well, just a little bit of a score update for you. EG versus SK Telecom T1. EG lost another one, even till the mid-game apparently, but SK Telecom managing to edge that one out, and that will leave EG 0 for 3 in the group stage. Doing a Fnatic,
I was thinking exactly that. And they do have the chance to get back in. They really do. But it's up to them to win these games and hope for the right losses to come out as well.
So here we go then, back into the game. Pause has been taken off by the teams. What do we have? 2,000 gold lead, Jason. That's nothing really.
Yeah, really, I mean, especially looking at the kills and looking at towers, we did see Nexus obviously pick up that last dragon to help keep it in their favor. But, I mean, with how much CS that Shy has compared to everyone else on a Nexus, that 2,000 gold is pretty much in his pocket. That's where the lead really is.
Money in the pocket as Diana got the home guard animation on now. A little bit of a spec bug there, but, well, she just looks awesome with the home guard. Constantly running around. I was like, did she just teleport? No, not using teleport. Okay, so a little bit of a bug there in the client, which we can't see when a couple of pauses coming in. Shy is actually going to get the flip. Look at that CC. Celiva doesn't even know what's hit him. Wound going very low, though. And we are going to see him put his ultimate through. There is Elise diving up in the air. They want to get Wound, but they've managed to keep him protected. It was Rapid Star that went in. They've got the hook on Arkwell. Our Rapid Star is still on full HP there. RNX is going to chase this one. There is the pullback on the Lantern, and it looks like they should be able to escape. Flashing from Arkwell. Woom going to try and kite him from this one. And in the end, Jason, 2 for 0. Off you go. Talk about it.
And that's considering that Celivar got pulled in right away and killed almost instantly. They were able to get Shy low, Templar low, but Erotic getting chased down right now. I don't think he's actually going to escape this one.
Oh, what a move there as well. Rapid Star pulled in from the Lantern, jumps over the top. They get that kill to finish off onto Blitzcrank. Going in for the blue buff, it's not there.
And like I was saying, I mean, with Celivar dying right away, they still got Shy very low. They got Cloud Templar very low. They got Wound very low. It's just that little bit of extra damage, or maybe Celivar staying alive just a little bit longer would have turned the tides of that battle. Zaz is doing quite a bit of damage, to be honest, with that penetration. Wound, I mean, he's almost taking true damage from him at this point.
Yeah, he's doing a lot, that's for sure, in these fights. As you said, the survivability of Celivar needs to be a bit higher. I mean, he's got the Seeker's Arm God, headed up, no doubt, towards that Sonya's, and that's just one thing there which could actually end up turning the fate of the battle.
Yeah, it pretty much gives a sign to Frost that, hey, we can't ult him anymore because he's going to zone us right after, even when he gets flung out. So maybe we need to save it for Arkwell. Maybe we need to save it for Zazas. And actually, I'm not sure on how this works, but I should probably try this one time, is how does Vi Ultimate work with Repel on Elise? Like, does he chase her up there and then knock her down? I'm not too sure.
You're the Rift Mist guy.
I know, right? And I haven't tested that.
What are you asking me for?
I'm just really curious because Vi's ultimate is not supposed to be stopped by anything, just like Malphite's, but Elise is untargetable at that point. So I'm not sure how exactly it works out. We'll see how. Well, hopefully we'll see if it happens.
Maybe she'll just go in the sky and never appear again for the rest of the fight. We'll have to see if those timings end up working out so that we can see that. 30 seconds for the Dragon spawn here. Right now we can see that NX is doing exactly what they should be doing with that Dragon coming up, which is pushing that middle lane out, getting full control of that middle area's overpower, taking a big couple of hits. Erotic actually coming in, Lantern going to be deployed there to get in from behind. Yeah. Are they going to be able to kill him off here? Templar is going to go down. That's nice, but to be honest, they're all very, very low. Here comes Rapid Star. Going to finish off. Where's his jump going to come to next? They're following him with Shy. He's got complete vision of them. Rapid Star going to jump straight in on towards Erotic. Elise going to repel from that, but Shy is still super strong. They finally switch their target over to Rapid Star. Overpower ends up dying. Erotic's going to die as well. And look at Zazas. He is such low HP. And once they get this jump off its cooldown, there's the slow coming in. Ezreal here to mop up. There is the triple kill for Woom.
And seeing that fight right there, Nexus has no answer for Shy at all. He just teleported right behind them, which we've seen happen so many times, even in the last game. They just cannot kill him. Yeah, you can kill Templar, but with Shy attacking you, with Rapid Start jumping around in your backline, even with Woong attacking you from the front and Malay protects him, you just have to, you can't kill him. And you can't deal with the damage that's currently being brought out to your team.
Yep, and with that AC at CJ Frost, going to be going in, taking a middle inner turret from this. That's a great bit of play. That Dragon is up, as I was talking about it just before that fight all went down. That's going to be picked up by Cloud Templar. And the red buff stolen away here by Woom.
CJ Frost taking every advantage they possibly can. I talked about this yesterday a little bit. It's not about the gold they get really from Dragon at this point. It's just denying the gold away from a Nexus, just strangling them as much as possible, taking that red buff away, taking every jungle camp they possibly can, as the Nexus is starting to make a move towards Baron. But without an Oracle at this point, and Mad Life picking one up just now, I'm not sure if this is really going to be a move that they can make.
Oh, I'm not sure about that either, to be honest. They're going to at least have their blue buff, so that's something that they can have. As Blitzcrank just ulting in there. That's because he wanted to clear out those wards at the back of the Baron pit without his passive from his ulti proccing and hitting the Baron and getting him a few shots.
Yeah, I can tell you the number of times I've done that before.
Yeah, more times
many.
than you've not done that. With Blitzcrank, I'm just going to clear out this. What? Where's all this damage coming from? Yeah, that's something that you just have to do with that Blitzcrank ultimate. Shy there just throwing the glue down in middle.
And Shy is level 17 at this point. If you look at his counterpart Zazas, he's sitting at 13. You see Overpower at 12, Celevar at 15, Arquel at 14. He is so far ahead because he hasn't really left lane or haven't really needed to do that except the teleports in. You cannot kill him. I mean, being that far ahead with the damage he has, the extra slow on that mega adhesive, he's just like, he's the rock of their team right now.
It's somewhat mirrored to how he was in that last game there as well. He's got, I think, a blue elixir on. If we just take a look quickly over at Shy. Or not, we'll look later, that's fine as well.
Well, I can tell you from my screen, he currently does, sitting at 311 AP at this point. He has that blasting one, might be going for that death cap yet again, Joe. And he might be able to get some extra smiles and see him troll as much as possible with that Singe. He's 3-1-10. The CS difference he has, he's almost 100 CS ahead of Zazas. And Zazas was the one that was kind of keeping the Nexus in previously in these fights with the damage that he was putting out.
Well, just as we did look down towards Singe there, didn't actually have it on anyways. Erotic gonna get caught out. He was actually hooked there as he flashed over the top of the wall.
Into them?
No, he was hooked and he flashed over the top of the wall like to try and maybe go the other way, but the hook actually stays on him. So yeah, it didn't really help out at all in that one. As we are seeing Baron being started, here is Shy. He is actually going to be running for his life. He's going to have 3 men chasing him as he flips over Zazas. He's going to go running around the side. He's going to get ulted by Varus, but he is still running. Singe on beast mode. Celevar takes him down, but he doesn't even care that he died there. He was a distraction. CJ Frost pick up Baron.
And it was a distraction that almost like worked out for him getting a couple kills. You see Zaz is very low, Overpower as well. They sent 4 members down there to deal with him, and yet it took them that long to kill him, and they got that low off of it. And now CJ Frost with this Baron going to push up this turret, and not enough home guard boots sitting on a Nexus to really stop it.
Yep, there's the second inner turret, and sorry, third inner turret, final inner turret that was left up for a Nexus. That does not bode well. Their jungle going to be completely controlled, and as you can see, their initial response to that is to get some wards down.
Oh, Erotic, he might get caught here.
Oh, he's managed to pull Cloud Temple right into the middle of the moment, but is he really the target that they want to go for? He's one of the tankiest among them. There's the box put down. Are they going to stay and fight here, Frost? They look like they tried to. There's an Overpower going to fall as well. Double kill for Ezreal. He's now focusing in onto Arquel. Is he going to finish this one off? Yes, he is. Nicely done. Triple kill with Thresh picking up the final one. That is an ace for CJ Frost.
Such a great play out of Mad Life right there. Having that Oracle cleared out any vision, they just waited because they knew that a Nexus was going to try to make a play on there, try to push it out, and now they're going to be on the aggression, getting this inhibitor turret, and we'll be able to secure it in Shy. I mean, he's just like, you know what, guys, you stay there. I'm going to go bot lane, get some more farm.
Well, that's the thing. Like, he was spawned, he could have teleported in to help out with the fight, but just show the confidence that they have here among them. There is the first inhibitor. Going to go down. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see them just go straight in for the next one. As it happens, they're going to play it safely. As Thresh just hooking over into the Wolves, take that safe path away.
And CJ Frost will be back with quite a bit of gold. Woong's sitting on 2,800 at this point. Even Mad Life on 2,000, and we see Rapid Star on 1,500. So they were already winning these fights now heavily. These extra items with Blade of the Rune King picked up on Woong and Zeki's Herald on Mad Life. I can't remember the last time I've seen that item build, actually. And another Oracle's. They're looking pretty unstoppable right now.
Yeah, they're looking very good this time around, just to say. Shy going in for the Abyssal Scepter. So we're going a little bit different this time around. Obviously not quite the Rabadons in towards the Zhonyas that he went for in that last game, but you know, that Abyssal Scepter, to be honest, he's in the middle of the team. It's a good item for him.
Yeah, and not to mention he's against a double AP team. If we have Cloud Temper anywhere near him, he has that Runic Bulwark as well, sitting at 117 MR. Going to be very high. I think he's around like 180 once he has the ulti and the Bulwark next to him. I mean, that's what was killing him before, the magic damage, but at this point, that really won't do it anymore, so Arquel needs to build up this damage. He needs to maybe get a Blade of the Rune King to really deal with him, since Shy has no armor. Pretty much everyone on the enemy team doesn't have armor. They do get a pull in, though.
Oh, they've managed to pull Cloud Temper in there, but is it really going to be enough? The Lantern goes across, and he's pulled back to safety. We saw he didn't really take much damage from that one. And Thresh going to get rid of that ward. No vision over the top here for that pull. It'd have to be a blind one here for Erotic, which he does go for, ends up missing. And Frost are sieging up here towards that bottom inhibitor turret. Can they get it, though? Will we see a fight kicking off right underneath it? It wouldn't surprise me to see Shy just run in there for that one. Already taking a bit of damage. He flips Diana in there. Ultimate coming out of Barris. The box is down as well, as the Ezreal ultimate is going to rip through them. Overpower goes down. Shy will actually die in the end, but look at Woong. He is causing so many problems for them. Got himself a double kill. Rapid Star going to jump into the back. Wouldn't surprise me to see Woong go even further. There is the hook landing on Arkwell. Brilliant play coming out of Mad Life for that one. That is inhibitor number 2 down. We've got the super minions in there already. They're going to start hammering away on the Nexus turrets. Paul comes in. Templar knocked in the air. Can he get finished off? No, the Lantern will pull him in. Zazas chases with the repel. He has to flash away. Erotic here doesn't even have enough healing from the fountain to keep him alive. And CJ Frost going to focus the Nexus and take down a Nexus for the first time here at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship.
And that's why you don't give Shy that Singe, being a pain in their butt the entire time. Fortunately, they did finally go on a losing streak, or not a losing streak, they finally did lose, but still, I mean, they're 3-1 at this point. That is a very good score, and no one really expected Nexus to have that.
Yeah, 3-1, and if they win their next game, I mean, if the Nexus and Frost are tied at 4-1 by the end of things, it will be Frost that takes that first spot because of the head-to-head between them. So that was really the vital win in this group in the standings that we have right now. But that's enough from me and Jason here on the caster's desk. We'll be back in a little while for the next game. However, it's time to break it down with